Hey guys, this is a refilm of the video intro that was supposed to be attached to this video. This is the video that it took a little longer because it is quite complex and it's a longer video, so enjoy. This is the end of Pride Month. This is my last video of this month and I will see you guys in July. I just wanted to say happy Pride Month and I'm glad that you guys went on this journey with me and to celebrate everybody is equal in this world and everybody deserves to be happy. If you guys are struggling with your identity, hang in there. I know it's tough and I know that sometimes it can feel like the end of the world, but I just want to say thank you for joining me on this journey with me, and I support you in any way that you don't feel supported by someone else. Always have, always will. Happy Pride Month, and I will see you guys in July. Number 10 is Rent. That's the movie that is very popular. If you guys do not know anything about it, it's basically about rights and how people were treated back in the day. It touches on AIDS a lot, actually, and it's musical. Musicals are not really my thing, especially Rent. They sing about really awkward things like the Candle song.
9,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about
10, the reason being is because the Candle song and the overall movie, I didn't really reconcile with the characters and they didn't really touch me as much as some of these other movies on this list. Like I said, things will change as more movies get introduced to me. But right now, maybe I haven't seen it enough. Maybe I'll go watch it. And maybe I'll move up the list. I have no idea. But that's why it's on my list. And that's why it's in the number of my list. Number 9 is another musical, believe it or not. It's called World, Mine. It is a story about a guy crushing on a straight guy, and he comes across this flower. And if he squirts this flower, it's like a circus flower. So if he squirts this flower in the guy's face, then he instantly turns gay. And then it's the romance between what could have been.
I'll apply
honest.
How many people are in this town?
I've got people to change.
Versus the track that romances usually go with, you know, the compatible side. It's kind of an interesting tale. Again, it wasn't really my thing, but it made it on this list because I don't know. It's an interesting movie. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, but I definitely would, if someone suggested it, say, sure, put it on. That kind of thing. It's Call Me By Your Name. The reason being it's number 8 is because, well, I mean, there's a scene in there that I cannot show on YouTube, but it involves a peach. It's an interesting thing, and just with that alone, you already kind of know a little bit about it. But it's a good love story. Good love story. It's one of the first that went mainstream. I believe the history with this, correct me if I'm wrong, it was an independent film, or it is an independent film. It was independent theaters, and then because it hit so popular, mainstream theaters came and picked it up. There's another movie with that year that just entered with mainstream media.
Shouldn't have said anything. Just pretend you never did.
Nature has cunning ways of finding our weakest spot.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Strangelove. Now this one is a love story as well. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I will give you a clip here.
My name is Alex Truelove. Yes, that's my real name. I have a 4.0 GPA, I'm student body president, and I have a great girlfriend.
You're coming with us to this party, and you're gonna let your little constipated hair down and enjoy yourself.
Come on, join the cool kids. I think we're here to corrupt you, Alex.
There you are!
I remember that I loved it enough to put it at number 7, but part of the reason why it's at number 7 is because I know I loved it, but there wasn't enough that I remember it, if that makes any sense. I do own it, actually. I do own it, because I do own Netflix, but
Love is strange.
Fairhaven. This one is an interesting movie. I will play a clip right now of it.
What happened to you?
I just need to get out of this town.
You're disgusting.
That's life. We'll just do the best we can.
The movie starts off with a guy coming home from being in a conversion camp. Movie that starts off with that is always the most interesting movies, because it's kind of interesting to see where that's going to go from there. A lot of times it isn't good because the conversion camp for gay people isn't the greatest environment of, well, to be in general. The thought that you could change somebody from being who they are and how your brain is and wire it differently. You can't change a person by trying to wire the brain differently, because in the end, love wins. Enough said. Going down to La La Land, that's number 5. It is an interesting movie, but it takes the route of a love story of someone that's the ordinary guy, fell in love with someone that's famous, and is on a TV show. And it's the back and forth of it has to be discreet, can't come out, things will happen to my career, that kind of stuff. And it's the tension and the pull and tug from that added to a romance level. It is quite interesting. I will again add a clip like I am doing with all of these of it. It is definitely something I recommend. It is definitely one of my favorites.
I just want to forget about the whole
But
thing.
yeah.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
This one's really popular. Love, Simon. I know a lot of people are going to try to expect it to be lower on the list because it is a fantastic movie, because it's mainstream, because it's well known, because it's all of these ways of thinking, but that's just not the case. I do love it. It's a great message. I cried in the theater because I related to it.
Few years. It's almost like I can feel you holding your breath.
I'm supposed to be the one that decides when and where and who knows. That's supposed to be my thing.
Disclaimer. This is about to get romantic as F.
God's Own Country. It is a fantastic movie of a farmer and I guess a farmer's helper comes over for the summer to try to help on the farm, and a unsuspected romance happens between the son of the father that owns the farm and the helper. And it's the give and take of that and learning to love. You will understand that if you actually see the movie, but the story is about learning to love who you are and the people that you're with, and coming to terms with who you are, in a sense. All of that. It's a great movie. I'm trying to beat around the bush a little bit because it is a very good movie, but it's also very predictable. It's a very good movie, and if I start babbling on even more, I will ruin it. So enough said.
Just so you're clear, he's here to work. It's all on your shoulders now.
What do you want?
I want it to be different. The way I want to do it.
Number 2, I'm going to butcher this, so it's going to be on the bottom here when I say it because I apologize. Aircon, again, bottom list. Look it up, read it. Horrible at this. I never was really good with that name. For some reason, I also believe that they say it in there because it's the name of the town. But it is, again, a fantastic movie. It's number 2 on the list, and it's about how life can take you for a loop, and the least expected can happen to somebody. It's a romance movie that kind of gives faith in the whole romance thing, especially in the 2019 era where romance is very hard to find. It kind of sheds light on it that romance comes in the most unsuspected time. Here's a clip.
You don't choose who you fall in love with, Dad.
Yeah, actually you do.
So these are some honorable mentions. They are ones that I like, but they didn't make it on this list for reasons.
I have a dad that is pressuring me into going to Yale and living the same life that he did. That includes having a wife.
I know people laugh at me. I'm not stupid.
I don't want the whole school knowing about me.
For real.
I don't want to be gay. I just want to be normal.
We get to be ourselves here. Shouldn't we let other kids have that same thing? This isn't a geography club. We're like a secret support group.
For what?
For gay teens.
Last but not least, at number 1 has to be Shelter. If you're looking this up, I don't know where you can buy it. I think it's Amazon. But if you're looking this up online, you need to type in Shelter LGBT movie, because there is an actual horror thriller that is named with the same name. It's confusing as hell, but it's a very good movie. It's one of the ones that I will watch non-stop, every day, all day. It's one of my top favorite movies in this category and outside this category. It's quite interesting how that works. But it's also the very first one that I've ever seen, and I think that is why it's number 1, because it holds very dear to me that special spot. Shelter is a romance and coming to terms with one's sexuality and dealing with parents and family members that don't necessarily approve. It's a story about coming to terms with who you are, finding love, and finding family, and to finding what that actually means in a world with hatred. Enough said. That is a very good movie. Again, a clip here will be played.
I admire what you're doing for Cody.
Why didn't you tell me? Have you always known?
I just don't know if this is really what I want.
Seems like what you want.
You love him?
Cody needs you. He needs a positive man in his life.
I can't just take whatever I want.
You'll never get what you want unless you take it.
Hope you guys liked this video. It was pretty interesting for me to film. Again, this is out of my comfort zone, so I apologize if it was awkward. If you guys want more awkward videos or trailer reactions, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload more videos, and yeah, I will see you guys later.